Somebody's capable of.
Okay, it's really difficult though, right? It's one of the most complex things I've seen about, because most people that I see walking around, most people, most of us, you know, we're lonely. We're looking for companionship, like a good companionship. And here's the fun fact. You look this up. Apparently, we're having sex at the lowest rate that we've ever had sex. We have the fastest cars and the fastest forms of communication, and as a species, we're having the lowest amount of sex.
You're sure it's not just all behind doors? Like
No, there's lots of surveys done, and there could be lies and faulty data, but it's worth looking up into. There's some, I don't want to say peer review, and some others have done stuff on it, or Pew Research or whatever, and some others. It'd be worth pulling up, but no, not right now. My bad. I'm sorry. Thank you though. But it's like we're connecting at we're fucking at all-time levels. So that could be a lot of things. You know, it could be that people are more in charge of their own sexuality, which is great. It could be that people are overworked. You know, something terrible. It could be something really insidious and tinfoil hatty. That's where I tend to go. You know, honestly, in my own but who knows? Like I said, I'm a crazy person. I'm a proud tinfoil hat person. I really, really am. And it's okay. Like I said, I believe very few of it. But anyway, so people are fucking at all-time low. And I see that a lot of my friends are really seeking out companionship, which can be incredibly difficult to find along the way. And so it's weird trying to find that balance of like how long, like where somebody's just growing and having a hard time growing, and where and like actually sticking with that person and figuring it out. It's so crazy. I've seen so many stories where, to me, it seems so obvious. Like, man, you should have just gave that person a little time to grow. They could have done better. Like, that was such a trivial reason to break up, you know? But I don't know. Love is just so much of a weird, fickle thing. Like, it's hard to say, you know, what's right or what's wrong. But anyways, what people are capable of, I feel like that can change. I feel like that has to be able to change. I've seen too many people change. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional in my head because I'm thinking about, you know, I have a lot of addicts in my family, as I'm sure a lot of people do. And I've suffered with different addictions myself, which we'll definitely get into in other times. It's just like I guess like that being the next point, like what somebody's capable of. This is like, me and Blake were talking about this in the car the other day, that like a lot of people will bring up like alcohol, what is it, like, what is it? Something speaks a sober heart.
Oh, fuck.
It's like a drunken mouth speaks a sober heart, or something like that.
Something like
yeah, your true feelings come out when you're drunk.
Some kind of clever saying on it, right? I hate that, because to the best of my knowledge, it like literally has a chemical reaction with your inhibitors, and shit that you wouldn't normally do, you actually do, which is crazy because right. And I hope it's not just me, but I think we all have really shitty inhibitions at times. We all have like, I have crazy thoughts pop in my head, and I'm like, whoa, bro, that's dark. Like people would. I'm scared to say too much. It's that fucking dark. Well, I'm like questioning myself. I'm talking about like the government's assassinations of other leaders, and I'm like, I don't want to share my darkest thoughts with you guys. Impulses and shit, you know, like, man, parents have to know what I'm talking about. Parents have to know what I mean. You have dark impulses, and it's hard, but you're kind of defined by the urges that you fight.
Goes crispy, juicy, tender. I just stick my newborn child in a blender.
No, newborn child in a blender. No. We draw a fine line at anal sex.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to stay away from Cloud.
That's whoa, yeah. Don't put my baby in a blender. That's 30 lashes.
Not my newborn child though.
For sure.
I need a 10 foot, 6 foot. You know the COVID rules. 6 foot. 6 foot away from Cloud.
So we're defined by these motherfucking decisions, though. The things that we don't do. I feel like that's what we're more defined oftentimes than what we do. What's the things you don't do? You know what I mean? So anyway, so take time in your mental deliberations with how much of a chance you're going to give people. What's up? What's on your heart?
Wait a second. You were just saying that people should be more defined by what they don't Do like their what inhibit or their immediate thoughts, just like what I said.
Yeah, well, yes, and maybe or maybe not totally defined, but just at least considered. You know what I mean? Because we all, okay. Especially this is all pertaining from the beginning, and I guess it is good to clarify. Addicts. You know what I mean? We see addicts, and we're like, what kind of person would do that? You know what I mean? And it's
some of the nicest people I know have like some of the sickest thoughts. Like my best friend Mary, for example, she's the sweetest person I've ever met.
yeah.
She has dreams, not nightmares, dreams of killing people.
Yeah, that's dark.
Sweetest person I've ever met.
Yeah.
But she thinks about it.
Well, and it's all over our video games and our movie. I'm not going to try to blame culture.
No.
A Terrence McKenna quote that my friend Jeremy Walker, I hope you can see this, posted on my Facebook the other day. Said, "Culture is not your friend." And as my wife says, you can't have culture without cult.